Folks, let's hear it one more time for local piece of shit DJ Check This. No idea how they got the book to open this show, but hey, I've seen weirder. And now everybody, the moment you've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you have mixed feelings on him, performing live from Madison Square Garden for the first time ever. Put your hands together for Momo Funkman!
Thank you. I hate myself. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh, okay, I get it. Thank you. I get it. Thank you. I said I fucking get it. Hey, announcer guy, tell the DJ to keep going. I need something to like set the mood here. You know?
That sounds ill-advised, but fuck it. I want to see where this goes.
Alright, thanks, asshole. Anyway, folks, holy shit! It is amazing to be here. I mean, New York City, Madison Square Garden. I can't believe I sold this whole thing out. And you guys, holy shit, look at all of you. I'm seeing some, well, okay, not attractive, but interesting faces out there. This is a diverse-ass crowd. I thought everyone who liked me either looked like an NPR donator or some kind of eldritch horror plaguing the nightmares of an unrepentant murderer. Anyway, guys, it's really great to see everyone come out, and I'm glad you're all decided to spend your time, your free time listening to a cartoon rabbit talk about being gay. Who wants to get into it with the jokes, yeah? That's what I thought. All right, let's go. Hey, does security care if I smoke in here? They do? Okay, well tell them I said to get fucked. Oh, fuck. Oh, great. You know, I don't want to start this set off like super generic, you know? You know, most comedians, you know, they always got to talk about like current events. Like every set starts off like, oh man, there's lots of crazy stuff happening in the world today. Oh, things are so different. Yeah, no fucking shit, man. Like, when is there not a bunch of crazy stuff happening in the world? Can you imagine? Like we have it easy. Like 9/11, that was nothing compared to what people had to go through like hundreds of years ago. Like I want you to imagine, yeah, like the polar ice caps are melting now. What if you woke up and everybody in the town that you lived in was talking about how the mayor solved a custody case by cutting a baby in half? Yeah, no, that's a real story in the fucking Christian Bible, which, I mean, like, regardless of whether or not you believe that shit, I guarantee you that story absolutely happened. The fuck would you do then? Like, I don't give a shit what's happening in the world right now, like how crazy it is. If I woke up tomorrow and you told me that someone in a position of government power just cut a baby in half to solve a fucking case, I'd freak the fuck out. But, you know, I gotta give the other guys some credit, you know. Like, things are really getting weirder and weirder every day. Like just recently, I actually got clean from smoking a bunch of crack. No, don't fucking cheer for that. I only quit because I found something way better. You gotta jack off while you're driving. It's the best sex you'll ever have. I swear to God. I got the idea. I was driving around town once and pulled up next to a UPS truck. And you know, UPS, like those UPS drivers, they gotta do so much fucking shit. I look over, and you know how those trucks don't have doors? I look over and this dude's just fucking whacking it, broad daylight. Like, just absolutely going for it in the truck that does not have doors. Like, I couldn't even be, like, upset, like, seeing this guy's dick against my will. Like, I was just respecting, like, the confidence there. Like, I just, like, you know, I can't imagine, like, the level of desperation that you get to where you're just like, you know what? I don't care if anyone sees. I don't care if I get any on these Amazon packages. I just gotta fucking come right now. And you know, I can't knock the grind either. Like, everyone's gotta make money somehow. Me personally, I'm putting all my chips into the state lottery. Every time I get paid for a show, I go out and I buy 300 lottery tickets, and I lose all of them. Every single time. 300 Powerball tickets down the fucking drain. But if I could win once, I know exactly what I would fucking do. I would go find someone that, like, really pissed me off in the past, and I would figure out what their commute to work is, and I would buy billboards across their entire commute to work, just sending them passive-aggressive messages. Just like, you know, like, imagine this guy's name is Brad, you know? Like everyone knows a guy named Brad that they fucking hate. And it's not just Brad, you gotta say the Brad. I would find my own personal Brad. And I would put billboards on his way to work, just like, hey Brad. That's just the first billboard. Gets to the next one. Hey buddy, guess what? Hey, you remember how you told me I looked a little gay in 3rd grade? Goes to the next billboard. Yeah, well, I'm a fucking millionaire now. So who's gay now? Huh? Next billboard. Hey, Brad! Huh? Who's gay now, Brad? Huh? Next billboard. Just a bunch of exclamation points. You know, I don't want to, like, take all that anger from the past into the future, though, you know? Like I try not to hold on to old grudges, like old beefs. Because, like, it really fucking sucks having mortal enemies as an adult. That shit's way easier when you're a kid. Like grade school rivalry, like, it seems like way worse at the time, but, like, it's nothing compared to, like, the complexities of emotional warfare that you have to fucking deal with having enemies as an adult. I'm telling you, kids have it easy. Like, I know that's a pretty common thing to say, but, like, they really got it easy. Which makes me wonder, like, you know, like, whenever, like, a building is on fire, or, like, there's some sort of, like, chaotic disaster or whatever, there's always that old adage of, you know, women and children first. You know, like, women I get, because, like, I don't know, I waver on identity. I would flip-flop just to get out of a burning building faster, but the children thing, like, I don't know, like, I feel like dying at the age of 8 would have been way better for me, personally. You know, you get to skip all the bullshit of going through adult life. You know, like, you get up to, like, whatever afterlife you believe in, and you're just like, man, GameCube was sick. And that's, like, really all you remember about being alive. It's just that the GameCube fucking ruled. Meanwhile, if I died right now, like, my whole life would flash before my eyes, and a solid 50% of it would just, like, be like, oh, man, I really wasted my time on this planet, huh? Fuck. But, like, all that, like, you know, like, I really think kids have it easy, and, like, that's why, you know, I don't think they should be able to, like, get access to drugs. Like, I didn't really start, like, smoking weed or, like, experimenting with other stuff until I hit 18. And, well, I mean, like, I was smoking a bunch of weed in high school, actually. Fuck that. Yeah, I fucked that one up. But I didn't do anything other than smoke weed until, like, well into my 20s. And I'm kind of glad for it, because, like, I feel like I didn't really deserve it at the time, you know? Like, I didn't need the spiritual insights of acid or mushrooms when I was smoking weed in my high school dorm room and listening to One Otrix Point Never. Like, I didn't need it then. I need it now. And, like, I need it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's like you don't need that shit like as a kid, because like you still have the potential to bounce back from whatever shitty situation you're in. Which is why you don't really understand, like, you know, like there's those urban legends around Halloween. There's always news stories like, oh, people are going to be handing out edibles this Halloween because they want to get your kids high. And it's always in legal states where they run those stories. It's like, there's no reason for those people to be getting your kids high in a state where weed is legal. Like, they don't even get to, like, get the payoff of watching your kid get stoned as fuck. Like, that doesn't fucking happen. And, you know, speaking of drugs, it's crazy how you can always tell when someone's about to ask you if you know where to score, so to speak. You know, like I've always been like, I have this like weird quality where I just like attract like weird people. Like whenever like, if ever there's someone like walking conspicuously around an area looking for someone to talk to, I'm always the person they come up to and talk to. So I'm so used to people coming up to me like, hey man, and immediately out the gate I know what the fuck is happening. Like they really need some weed. And it's like I guess it's like the long hair or like the fact that I look really gay all the time. But they always think I know where to score a weed. It's like, I mean, like I can tell you how to use the computer, but that's where I get all my shit, man. Like I can't do anything right now. There was this one time where I couldn't tell that people were asking me for drugs, though. I was, you know, like I said, I went to a boarding school. It was one of the only public boarding schools that exist in the country. And there's this kid that I bought a weed pipe for because he asked me to buy him one. I totally ripped him off. I looked him in the face and I was like, hey man, you know I'm ripping you off in this price. And he was like, yeah, I know, I don't care. He comes to my dorm room with a can of Hormel chili. And he says to me, hey man, me and my roommate were wondering if you had anything that we could trade this can of chili for. And immediately I'm thinking to myself, like, this motherfucker is trying to trade a can of chili for drugs. And so I tell him, like, yeah, man, like, I got like a couple like codeine pills, but like really I don't really have much. Like, I can take you to the Walmart around the corner, and you know they have like boxes and stuff that like we can absolutely take together. And he looks at me and says, oh, no, man, it's okay. Like, we're about to get the weekend anyway, and I get to go home. They're like, we were just looking for, like, better food than this. This motherfucker was trying to trade me a can of chili for better food. And I thought, with no irony, complete sincerity, thought that he was trying to trade me a can of chili for like an eighth of weed. Made a lot of dumb decisions at that boarding school, but you know, like it's great because now I can just turn it into material for this shit, right? I'll tell you, the biggest mistake I made at that school. I guarantee you, my mom's listening to this one right now, and she's like, "Why are you talking about this being the biggest mistake?" And mom, if you're listening to this right now, all the other ones were funnier. Anyway, I had a friend who would later get expelled that constantly tried to sell me his Adderall XR. They were fucking Adderall XR 30 milligrams, the good shit. And at the time, I had a thing for a girl, which happens sometimes. You guys know how it is. And I bought one Adderall off him once, and I was like, ooh, it's easier to talk to people now. Ooh, I can just keep taking this Adderall, and then people like me more. And that started me down a path that was really not good. Thankfully, I have enough ADHD that this only lasted a week. But I would buy 3 Adderall off this guy. I don't even remember how much they cost. I would buy 3 Adderall every day. The third one was always just a backup. But I had this system where I would take one at night to get me through the night, and then one in the morning so I didn't fall asleep during school, and then sometimes I would do one in the afternoon if I felt like it. I didn't sleep for 6 days. I stayed up for 6 days straight, chaining this Adderall, like specifically chaining it so I could stay up for 6 days straight, just because I thought it made me better at talking to girls. I got a lot of shit done. It all sucked. I made a massive playlist of music that made me feel like I was dying in space, and then never sent it to anyone. But things got a little weird, you know, as they do when you don't sleep for 6 days. And I think by the 5th day, I was like constantly squinting at the oil stains on my laptop screen and just watching as they turned into cartoon figures. That was a good one. But I think the best thing that happened was the thing that actually made me stop doing the Adderall. It's day 6, probably about 4 or 5 p.m. And I got the Adderall XR, and I dumped it into a cup, and I was about to crush the beads up so I could snort the lines of it. I crushed all the beads up, and I dumped stuff onto the table. But I had to go to the bathroom, because, you know, that's just what amphetamines be doing. So I go to the bathroom, I come back, and all of a sudden, I notice there's this little glimmer of light coming out of one of my closet doors. And I look over at the closet door, and there's this little glimmer of light, and it just keeps shining and shining and shining. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? So I go over there, and I open the door, and a giant disembodied head of the late rapper Tupac emerges from my closet and floats into the room that I'm in. And he looks over at the lines of Adderall that I've cut, and then looks back over at me, and just says in the deepest booming voice I've ever heard in my life, "Nah!" And then he floats through the ceiling. And you know, I'm no dipshit. I took that as a sign. I wiped that line off the counter, I threw it in the toilet, and I think I've been pretty good with stimulants ever since. Who knows? Anyway, you guys have been great tonight. Thanks for coming out once again. I'm gonna get out of here. I got more weed to smoke. Don't forget to fuck your waiter, or however that one goes. See ya!
I've been waiting for you, friends.